I just fucking Jokered Shane, dude.
Matt saw a Joker and now thinks he's fucking full Joaquin, dude.
I pretty much am, dude.
We were having a good cast, and he just wanted to watch the cast burn.
Dude, how about when you made fun of my fucking Joker laugh?
Let's delete the cast. You have the Joker. So we were on the phone, and Matt was like, I'm pretty much the Joker. Like, yeah.
Well, legit. I do have a fucking creepy Joker laugh.
Ghoulish.
I know. What is that, dude?
Your laugh?
Yeah.
It's a good laugh.
How about the time when he goes crushes in the comedy club?
Yeah.
And it's just him just fucking laughing at himself.
I'd be like, that guy's hilarious. Dude, he got on and laughed at himself the whole time. I'd be like, all right, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, the movie was funny because it was like what did you think? What did you think the whole ending was? I don't know why people are debating. I won't say you have to reveal the ending, but like people are debating like the meaning though of like they're like, well, this is what the movie actually means.
Wait, well, all right. This is a spoiler alert. So if you want to go see the Joker, which chances are if you listen to this podcast, you already have.
Yeah.
On opening night, dressed as him after putting the handgun back in the glove compartment on the way in and be like, you know what? Not today. So what do you mean? Like,
because he was catching all this like political flack for it for some reason.
How so? Like what?
They were saying like it's enabling like incel violence and stuff like that.
I do understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't you can't criticize a fucking movie for that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can. If you can criticize people trying to be funny for things.
True that.
Maybe it's time actors and movies start getting held accountable. But
I just don't understand why they had beef with the Joker. It's like are they calling that like white guys Black Panther?
Yeah.
Really?
That is definitely the white guy. It's like, finally, I'm represented in a film. I feel empowered. That's what every incel says.
Just a guy whose life sucks, like quietly sucks. He's like, yeah, I was thinking about that. I'm like, damn, dude, Gotham City's fucking white Wakanda, dude.
It is white Wakanda. You're exactly right.
Everyone's like, get the fuck out of my way.
That's so funny.
That's what I was watching. I'm
the
like,
Joker is the white Black Panther.
For sure.
Without a doubt. I saw, it's nice. I saw two young white boys taking a picture in front of the Joker, the flyer out front.
You saw some white boys up in there?
Saw one young white boys taking a picture, and I thought, finally, that's
all
nice.
white people white boys.
Young white boys, and it was like, nice, dude. It's nice to see them finally getting represented in film. Finally, incels represented.
That was
properly.
dude, that was fucking. The movie was awesome. I liked it. I also liked how
it was. I knew, like, as soon as he met that girl, I was like, that took me out of the movie.
Really?
When he was like hooking up with like a super hot chick.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is this? Why are they doing this?
It was funny. That threw me off because I was like, dude, like, how fucked up is this chick's life? I was like, I mean, I guess she lives in a shitty apartment, but
she was like, were you just following me? Yeah. She's like, do you want to hang out? I'm like, don't tell these guys that's how that works.
I know.
Don't reward the dudes watching this.
I saw that. I was like, I mean, I guess. And, and as I was watching it, finally, I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know.
And actually, I was relieved when I was like, oh, thank God, because that was kind of fucking me up. I liked it how nobody in there was good. It was like everyone was a little bit guilty in a certain way.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I like the cops. Oh, no, they were dickheads too.
Yeah, they're fucking
as
bad.
soon as they were like, yeah, sorry we killed your mom. Anyway, is this part of your act?
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus, dude.
I know.
Yeah.
Fucking cold, hard city, dude.
Yeah, well, that's
welcome to Gotham,
man.
dude.
Welcome to white Wakanda. It ain't all fucking, it ain't all rosy, dude.
Well, it was funny, man, because it's funny, too, because, like, so I was in class today, and people were talking about Delaware County, and they're like, oh my God, fucking Delco, dude. They're talking about like, oh, that person's from Delco, or fucking places like, oh my God, like they're basically trashing it. And it was funny because I was like, oh, that's some nice classism to start the day, guys. And they're just kind of like, and it's funny because white people don't give a fuck about poor white people.
Yeah.
If a white person sees other poor white people, like, hey man, well, did you ever, if you consulted what poor white people think about this? It's like, no.
Yeah.
But for some reason, black people are beholden to the poor black population in terms of like their authenticity.
Okay.
Like if a black dude strives from like the ethos of poor black people, they're like, man, you fucking sell out. But as a Thomas Wayne, you see the Joker and you're just like, fuck you, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
Thomas Wayne rules.
Thomas
Wayne was the only good guy in the movie.
Well, he was bad. He had a checkered past.
He wasn't.
That
lady was fibbing, dude. She probably forged that. Thomas Wayne wouldn't fucking lay pipe like that.
You don't think?
Nah, he's a good man.
You saw the throwback pick.
I saw the
throwback Thursday was fucking on point.
Decent throwback.
Yeah, that was on point.
I actually, in the movie, I was like, who the fuck's that?
That was her. That was big. And she was crazy, dude.
True.
She put it on. TW was sipping fucking tumblers of whiskey from Gotham, from Wayne Enterprises. She came in and just fucking slutted him down.
Put it on it.
For sure.
Yeah, true. Well, then that doesn't make him a bad guy.
Hey, man, he got caught in the crosshairs. I'm not hating on him. But he made the Joker.
He got slutted a while ago.
Yeah.
She came in and slutted
probably when
hard.
he just came up, too.
He probably, he's sitting there. Yeah, because she was old. So, yeah.
Yeah, Thomas
He probably just made his billions.
He's probably just talking to Billy Bush. He's like, it's crazy, dude. You can grab my
You can do whatever you want.
But yeah, it was funny though to have people shitting on like, yeah, man, the people there are another kind, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay.
They were saying that?
Yeah, man, trash. I mean, they're fucking around. It's fine, but it's funny. It's funny.
It's also so fun to hit them back with like the woke shit,
especially when they're doing. Especially when they're doing it.
Yeah, dude. Like that CNN.
Because they started doing like, wait, is anyone here from Delaware County? I was like, yeah, I am, and they're like, oh yeah. And I was like, yeah, man. I'm like, yeah, sorry, Dave. Sorry, Dave, with a little light classism. It's fine. They're just like, it's like, yeah.
Damn, you are the Joker.
I am, dude.
How's it feel?
I kind of like it. I just go in there now, and I'm just like, dude, whatever. I'm like, it's like the dumbest fucking conclusion, but I'm like, you know what? Like, I fucking rule. Like,
nice.
I fucking rule. I'm coming in here. Thing. I get mad. Like, the whole time in my head, I'm walking in slow motion, like,
yeah.
People are lowering their sunglasses, like, damn, dude.
Is that guy who said racist shit?
Who allegedly. No, I was telling fucking Six, I got more shit for the MSG thing.
Oh,
like, no one gave me shit for neuters. All I got was MSG. Like, the fucking asshole. Yeah. Fucking snide against cuisine.
It sucks as I listened to, I remember that conversation vividly. Dude. And I remember not wanting to do it, and you just kept dragging me down that path. And I was like, come on, man, chill. I remember you being like, Matt, please stop. Matt, yeah, we hit
God
pause.
damn it, Shane, it's for the good of the show.
It's funny. I was like, dude, it's not funny.
Like, no, your fucking role, Shane. I'm in the fucking driver's seat.
My
say that shit. Yeah, we do like 50 takes. I'm like, cut, Shane, say it again.
Say it now.
With more hatred.
With less old-timey voice so people can't tell.
This time, more vitriol.
Damn, I was so close to just like turning up the old-timey voice in that quote to getting away with it.
So you like remember this?
I do remember just that point being like, man, let the fucking Chinks live there. Like that. Like I said it with that. Oh, I don't care. It's already out. Like,
he said
re-release.
I just saw I see the Batman newspaper spin.
Oh yeah, reporters did listen to that episode.
Did they really?
Yeah, a couple of them did.
What kind of ink did you get?
Actually, I think it was mostly like Philly stuff. After the new after they release, I was doing helium shows.
Oh, that came out.
So like Philly Inquirer and all that stuff.
Ooh.
They're like, this is what he said on his last podcast. I don't give a fuck, dude. It's like, no,
that's so funny.
It's not really what I said, baby.
I feel like Philly Inquirer have to like start every article with like, hey guys, we're still in business. Check this out.
Yeah.
Remember us? Half of the building is apartments now, but we're still doing our
weird.
thing.
They wrote an article. All the articles are like, it's $20 if you want to go see it for yourself with a 2-drink minimum. Please arrive at 18 years old. Like, it's weird.
So they're still plugging helium?
Oh yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
Trying to get their money, bro.
Everybody's stacking bread right
Trying to get their motherfucking money.
Everyone.
Yeah, I was tripping on the Joker, dude. I was loving that. I was loving being in school today, post Joker. Obviously, no one saw it. No one ever watches Game of Thrones too. That's like a sin.
What?
Like everyone, when they're like, "Does anyone see Game of Thrones?" Everyone's like, "Yeah, I don't watch that. Yeah, I don't watch that. I've never seen a single episode." And everyone high fives each other.
Really?
Yeah, Game of Thrones is like fucking. It's like straight white male stuff, dude. If you like Game of Thrones.
What's wrong, Matthew?
There we go. The thing fucking froze. Sorry. Dude, what the fuck else was going on? But yeah, so that whole thing where he's a billionaire was cracking me up because it was like, I think people were complaining about the fact that it was like, I guess like the social aspects of it. It made like communism look bad. They're like, that's not what we do.
What?
Like how they all like rose up and were like, kill the rich and all that shit.
Oh.
They were like, that was kind of like, they were like communists. And Wayne was like a fascist. So was Comms was Fash, and the fucking joke was in the middle, just like, yeah, I just want to see it all.
Joke's like a little Lenin, dude.
Pretty much.
He was like, I'm going to fire these people up, get them going. All these fucking protests and shit. I'm like, get out of my streets.
Damn, dude.
But it's funny, in the loading screen, it always shows like quotes and facts about like dictators, and they're so funny. Dictators are the funniest people ever.
Yeah.
Like Saddam Hussein's campaign song was Whitney Houston's "And I
Stop, dude.
Will it was "I Will Always Love You" from Saddam Hussein. That was his campaign song.
What?
He would like walk out to that. How sick is that?
What did Trump use? Rockin' in the Free World? Neil Young was like, God damn it,
Yeah.
Kate, stop it.
I remember Sarah Palin came out to like Barracuda. And then the people who made that song were like, no, delete that.
Well, it's funny. They can kind of just get away with it. They'll just use a song.
Saddam Hussein
whatever.
coming out to Whitney Houston fucking rules. No wonder he is the man.
For sure.
Saddam Hussein was good.
From what I heard, yeah.
He kept things in order down there.
He did a good job.
You know?
People like him.
I understand.
He's got fans.
Look, dude, I've played Tropico. I understand.
Now you're understanding the role.
If you play Tropico, you start to understand how these dictators, sometimes you got to take away like the rights to vote. That's just kill a bunch of people.
Honestly, that's the natural. Without like a really well thought out political system in place, that's the natural growth.
If you literally
That's
in
what
that
happens.
game, you have an option to be like, no, nobody can vote, so you can't lose.
Yeah.
Like they might try to rebel, but if you have soldiers, you're all right. Or you can let everybody vote, and possibly the game ends every like 4 years.
Really?
Because if you lose the election, you're
Can
out.
you fix the election?
You can start rigging the election. Yeah,
That's fucking sick.
it's so funny.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah, but
Dude, that's what happens, man. It was
yeah, I would do it. I do it in Tropico. I would do it in real life.
For sure.
If someone was like, yeah, you can either have everybody vote every 4 years to see if you're still in power, or you just don't even have to do that.
I mean, dude,
I'd be like, oh, okay.
the whole point of the political
And
system.
we have guns. All right,
It's set up where it's acknowledged that we just have a steaming pot of fucking like Kim Jong Un's trying to get to power in this country,
Yeah.
and then we have checks and balances that like
Kim Jong Il in North Korea, they used to teach the kids that he never defecated. That was in the curriculum. That Kim Jong Il did not shit. How sick is that?
It's so fucking
That's
tight.
so awesome.
That is so, dude. I was in the jewelry store. I went to get like the ring resized and all this shit.
Yeah.
There's the two guys who own it, these Russian Jewish dudes. So they're
Chill.
yo, these dudes are so fucking sick. I go in there and they're in there just talking a bunch of shit. Like the conversation I walked in on, literally the guy was like, I know his parents, very good people, very humble people from a village. And I'm like, fuck yeah, dude.
Yes.
I'm like, fuck yeah. And then like,
Yeah.
so we're in there. I'm just like,
You're a humble person from a village.
very humble, dude. I walk in.
You're not humble, dude.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm the
You're
humblest, dude.
Are you sure?
Humblest.
The humblest?
Humblest.
That's something somebody that was humble would say.
For sure,
I'm the
dude.
most humble.
I'm the humblest.
That's no, Matt. No.
I'm the most, dude. I've
the most
never
humble
shit.
ever.
I've never shit in my life.
I actually have never shit.
I've never shit, never came.
I've heard you come, Matt.
No, dude. I've been saving myself for my second marriage. My whole life.
Oh yeah, you got divorced. You're excommunicated. Don't talk to me about Catholicism, bro.
Oh.
You're excommunicated until I'd say
I'm
otherwise.
Lutheran, bro.
I'm not gonna let you get
I'm
communion.
young Luther.
If I see you get communion,
Oh,
I'll
catching
fucking
the
knock
spirit,
it out
dude.
of your hands.
Really?
I'll fucking
I sit in the back, dude. As soon as communion comes around, I sit in the back and take a knee and
You're
just
on-
open up my leather trench coat. And I'm like, I have a forgive me, Father, for I have sinned chest tattoo. And I just open my shirt.
You're on Gillis Island, dude. If I see someone try to give you a communion, I'm fucking swatting it.
What?
I might even eat yours too. Double it up.
You might?
Possibly. I've never broken the sacred vow.
That's true.
I can't believe you did that. I've never even been mad at you for this.
I know, dude. I should have went like King Louis VIII.
True.
Had her murdered.
Yeah, if you would have just had her. You want me to kill her?
Clean slate.
Are we allowed to joke about
too
this
late.
anymore?
It's too late.
Should I kill someone?
Dude, so I'm in the fucking jewelry store and these guys out
These
in
Ruskies, what are they up to?
these Ruski Juskies, dude.
You're not allowed to call them Ruski Juskies.
Juskies.
The Ruski Juskies, dude.
The Ruski Juskies out of nowhere, dude. Out of nowhere.
Fuck, I wish they got us on that.
I know.
So that they had to fucking type that out. They also referred to them as Ruski Juskies.
Dude.
I'm glad they didn't get you on fucking all the J's.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Dude,
Sorry.
he's
Sorry, it shouldn't be on the air.
he's
right now.
fucking yeah.
So,
So I just got water on my nose. So out of nowhere, these guys were just kind of, that's what they're talking about. They're talking about Trump getting investigated. And they're like, like I walk into this conversation, they're talking about this, the person being from a village. And then they're like, I mean, this place just has no respect anymore. It's the man was having private phone calls and someone listens in. That's called espionage. That's called espionage. You cannot do that to someone. And I'm like, what you guys talking Trump?
You guys talking Donald Sterling?
You guys talking fucking Trump?
You guys talking Sterling right
talking
now?
Trump right now, bro? And they're just like, it's a fucking disgrace. So like, people have no idea what they have here. He's like, where I'm from, if you say one bad thing about Putin, 15 years. Say another thing, another 15 years. You say another 15 years. He's like, they'll throw you in jail for life. And he was like, and then people come over here, have the nerve to fucking cry about shit. He's like, you got to go somewhere else and just say.
Damn.
He's like, literally where I'm from, if I were to be like, fuck this guy, he's like, I will go to jail for 15 years, snatched out of the house, locked up, no negotiation.
All right. To argue with the Ruski Juski, obviously he's not wrong about that. Well, I mean, he probably is wrong. You could kind of be like, yeah, Putin's a bitch.
I mean, this guy came over here a while ago too, so he might
be thinking Soviet Union, old school shit, where they would do that. I'm not saying that the Russians are like there's shit like Pussy Riot and shit like that where they get like arrested for that. But I mean, that's why USA is number one, dude. Because we can be like, yeah, Trump's a fucking bitch. That's why you had to you should have been like, well, welcome to America, dude.
Yeah, this is our freedom.
That's why we're number one.
We're free to fucking.
We are the first country to recognize how gay politicians are.
Pretty much.
Be like, yeah, you're allowed to shit on them because they're gay. It's in the Constitution, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he was like a lot of foreigners come over here and hate. A lot of foreigners hate when the president gets disrespected.
Yeah,
because they still carry
that peasant loyalty.
They still carry that fear, like yo, chill, dude.
Don't you dare talk shit on the leader.
He's probably used to like if he's getting attacked, like he's gonna start burning villages and shit.
True.
She's like, yo, chill.
Yeah.
I'm selling fucking crystals and shit over here, dude. Leave me the fuck alone.
Interfere with my crystal business.
But yeah, man, he was fired
awesome,
up.
Though.
Then he started like his like partner started being like, I heard all the schools in New York are taking down the gendered bathrooms, and I'm like, damn, this shit's finally hitting 60-year-olds out in Northeast Philly.
Wow.
I was like, fuck,
get ready.
They were getting fired up in there, dude. It was so funny.
I'd be pretty shocked if the schools in New York were doing that.
Yeah, I don't know where this guy was coming from. I don't know where he's coming from. He seemed pretty upset.
But there are in Queens, it's like immigrant neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're going to be too stoked on genderless, but like the Moroccan neighborhood next to me, I don't know how stoked they're going to be on genderless rooms.
No, they're woke, dude. Yeah, for sure.
I think that's the hot topic at the hookah lounge.
For sure. I was watching.
We must get rid of gender bathrooms.
I was in what the fuck was I watching? I was watching How to Get Away with Murder with my babe.
Yeah.
And she and like the one lady was just like, she was a Muslim and she had a lesbian lover, and she's like, I brought my lover to the mosque, and in my head I'm like, did you? You sure about that?
Yeah.
You sure you fucking did?
You brought your lesbian lover to the mosque?
Yeah, she's like, and we did. Everything was cool. And in my head, I like instantly Googled it. I was like, they're like, there's one sect.
Wrong.
There's
Debunked.
one sect that's
Debunked.
like totally cool with that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Who?
So like the progressive Muslims or something. It's run by like a 60-year-old white lady. But yeah, it was that shit was funny. It's in her basement. But yeah, that shit was cracking me up.
That is funny as fuck that they just threw that in that show. That show sucks though.
How to Get Away with it's the dumbest.
It's like
show.
a sitcom, right?
I mean, it's like
not a sitcom,
yes, it totally is. It's like NCIS. It's just like it's junk, dude. Junk TV.
Sorry, I got smoker's cough, dude. Been blazing grits.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a grit man now.
Really?
Yeah, I only smoke cigs. Now I'm edgy.
True.
Once I became the ultimate edgelord, I had to switch to cigs.
For sure.
Dip was a bad look.
You should start vaping. If you're going to go ultimate edgelord, you got to start blowing fat clouds, dude.
Nah, just good grits.
Really?
Just standing outside the comedy club in the rain, smoking a cig. Just be like, I got to go in there and express my art.
You do.
And go downstairs and be like, one time I saw my dad's cum. It was weird. Someone should stop me. It's so funny, like going and doing stand-up, because people will go to see me now.
Yeah.
To be like, oh, that's the guy. And then I get on stage and I'm just like, played laser tag with my dad. I could see his jizz. They're like, wait, this is the guy? People are like trying to shut down like this menace. Like, would you guys fucking come in your dad's mouth?
Oh, okay, I gotta go. I shouldn't do this one.
Some of you guys are mean. Fuck.
Yeah, how has that been though?
Going on stage?
Yeah.
It's been fun. It's the best part of my life.
Everyone's having fun there.
Yeah. Once I start talking on stage,
yeah,
everyone in the audience is just like, oh,
what the fuck?
What the fuck were we upset about?
You gotta start campaigning.
Retarded.
You gotta start campaigning.
I kind of am.
Yeah, you gotta start.
Indianapolis Friday, dude, holding a rally.
You should.
I don't know what you call it that. Have a nice little rally.
A comedy rally.
People are still clamoring for me and the fucking Yang Man to sit down and chat.
I'm clamoring for it, dude.
You want to see it?
You
I wish
you'd
you'd come on here.
That would be fantastic.
If the Yang Man came on here, that'd be fucking sick.
He needs cams, dude. He can't be. That guy's on like a minute.
And there's no way
minute.
he could go and do this podcast.
No, he's on a minute-to-minute schedule.
He's already getting bashed for even like talking to me.
Well, just to say like to not kill you, he's getting bashed.
Yeah.
It's not like he's like, nah, dude, I fucking it's just like, well, maybe we shouldn't be fucking
punitive.
Censoring comedians in movies.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, this shit's creepy as fuck.
It is strange where like he's more right about this topic than most comedians, and Trump's funnier than most comedians.
Yeah.
It's a weird time.
No one wants to talk about that.
That Trump's the funniest dude?
Pretty much. And also the fact that like...
Dude, his turkey tweet, did you see that?
No, what happened? He said bullshit?
No, not the bullshit one. This is like... so I guess the U.S. troops kind of like left the Kurds out to dry out in Syria. Kind of hung them out to dry, just like...
Under whose orders?
Good luck, guys. Trump daddies.
Okay.
He was like, all right, we're coming home, boys.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished.
What the fuck are they doing in Turkey?
The Kurdistan is like on the border of Syria and Turkey. It's not a country.
Okay.
Kurdistan is just a region.
Gotcha.
Within a country. Within two countries.
Hold up.
Possibly three. In Iraq also.
Kurdistan is like Washington, D.C. of the Middle East?
No. There's like places like where Khabib's from.
Okay.
Dagestan.
There's like a territory.
Dagestan is in Russia. It's almost like it's a state.
That's where the tall Russian is that fought Rocky. He was from Dagestan.
Was he?
I think so.
No way.
Maybe. I could be wrong.
Drago was Muslim?
Oh, never mind. He wasn't Muz.
Yeah. Dagestan is Muz territory.
So this is the Kurd territory.
Kurdistan, first off, that's who Saddam, he lied in his campaign. He did not love them forever. He turned on the Kurds pretty quick. He was gassing them.
Okay, so they're like a people. They're a people.
They're a people that have always been at war with all of the other Muz.
Okay.
They just keep getting attacked, and they're kind of fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they've done horrific things. Everybody had, but like
in a war zone, for fucking 1,000 years.
War zone for 1,000 years, and they're like holding their ground, just like, come on, motherfuckers,
dude. That's fucking crazy.
So we like help them occasionally, but because the Turks hate them, it's hard for us to help them because then it complicates our shit with Turkey.
Gotcha. So the Kurds are kind of good for fucking shit up in the Middle East for us.
But we can't help them too much because them and Turkey don't get along. So then when we got out of Syria, we kind of just left the Kurds there. And it's like, all right, well, Turkey's definitely going to fuck them up now. And then Trump tweeted, he was like, if Turkey does anything bad, I'll fucking destroy their economy.
I saw that.
And then he was like, in my infinite wisdom, and like he said some shit like that. It was like, damn, he's wilding.
He's fucking wilding out, dude.
But yeah, he was also...
So he was saying, don't feel bad. The Kurds got paid.
He was like, the Kurds did their job. Like, we paid them to fight with us. So
he's like a Roman senator then. He's just like getting mercenaries and like, yo, they're my boys. Kurds are all citizens now.
Some tribe in Gaul had to fight for him. And he was like, all right, well, the war's over. See you guys.
Damn.
Well, you're leaving us with all the other tribes. Well, you got paid.
Yeah, we'll call you.
You'll be all right.
We'll call you.
We have there's a pile of gold where you live now. That'll help.
They're like Philadelphia comedy hosts. They get hired like once every 6 months and they just fucking eat shit in the middle of the year. Damn, dude.
Yeah.
So what's going on with that? Is that why they're impeaching him? Why are they impeaching him? Because he called Turkey
under like backdoor deals with like Ukraine, I think is what it was. I don't know enough about it.
Yeah.
But then he's just trying to be like, Biden did it too.
Fair.
They're like, okay, well, he's not the president. Yeah. I don't know. It's also like, chances are they have a lot to impeach him on. Chances are they do, but I don't think they can. I still don't think anybody will get him on anything.
I don't know. I don't even know how the fuck that works.
Me neither.
Because it's like you'll hear about Obama and like he spied on U.S. citizens, did a bunch of drone strike the U.S. citizens. So it's like when they're like they got shit on Trump to impeach him. It's like I don't know, maybe do they? Do they not? Could they not? I think they can impeach every president. Probably. If you looked into their shit, you'd be like, okay, you're done.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. When they say they got him, it's like, oh, he used the wrong calling card and
people are like Jimmy Carter right now. You see that? Jimmy Carter's popular.
Why? Is he old?
He's old as fuck.
Is he alive still?
Barely. But he still
Talking
does
shit?
like Habitat for Humanity.
Oh, okay.
He still does that. Like that's all he just does that constantly. Oh, and they're getting W, dude. The Prez. This is a bad week for the Prez, dude.
They try to spin W into a good guy.
W.
I noticed
he was
that.
chilling with W. Or
Notice
he was chilling
that.
with Ellen.
Notice when you have friends who own the press, dude. Lying about weapons of mass destruction and causing a fucking war. Give it 10 years and pay your boy.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden you're sneaking candy to people. You're hanging out
You're
with
cutie.
Ellen. You're a little old cutie pie.
He's just a painting old cutie.
He looks like a ventriloquist. He looks like a dummy from a ventriloquist, and it's
He
like
does.
he really does. And it's dude, notice that all of a sudden he's a good guy now.
I see now. That's
How?
my problem with him. I don't like him now.
Who's
dude.
pushing that?
I miss the old W, dude.
When he has a windbreaker on from the Navy SEALs, be like, we're gonna go fight a fake war. Come on, let's go.
That's my guy.
I definitely didn't knock down the towers. Let's fucking roll. Come on, that was not me. Let's fucking get the
Dude,
guys who did it.
He was feeling himself after 9/11.
Oh, for
He
sure.
gave us megaphone speed, like the bullhorn down at ground zero, like opening pitch at a Yankees game. That was just a perfect strike. Whoa.
He threw some heat.
Then he landed on an aircraft carrier and was like, "We fucking did it, dude. Suck our dicks, everybody." Like he went on a tour of just like, "I'm the man."
Swinging dick, yeah. I mean, I just think it's hilarious that all of a sudden he was like pretty fucking hated, pretty fucking
like
hard.
a war criminal.
Yeah, he was hated.
A war criminal. It's like, oh, he gave a Werther's to Michelle Obama. That's such a mood right now.
It's oh my god, this is me right now.
Wow.
Yeah, man. How fucking dumb are people? How stupid. I was like laughing about this today as I was reading shit about like the
dude. How much do you and me just hate society?
We're just total
Twizted,
outcasts.
bro.
We're outcasts, dude.
We're both Jokerz.
Fucking Ronin.
It's crazy.
Fucking Ronin.
Wow.
Well, it's also I love how people's response right now to like the market. People get like the younger people feel fucked out of like not being able to buy houses, blah blah blah. They're like, so their response to it is
blah,
like,
blah, blah.
Can't
afford your own property. Fucking
Whatever.
Pussies. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, should have fucking got a real job.
Should have got a real job.
Yeah, or risked it all in one. I can't tell you what to do.
You risked it all in one.
Yeah, you should have.
Would you say you won?
Should have risked it all in one. Yeah, fuck yeah, we fucking won, bro.
We did win for now, though. For now, this shit'll.
Nah, man, I don't even worry about the market, dude.
Really?
I don't give a
exact
fuck,
opposite
dude.
of the episode we just deleted. We were talking about how much we love the market.
We are capitalists for sure.
We're very staunch.
I'm like an
capitalists.
Adam Smith, like stand apart from the market capitalist. Like I see it in theory. I'm more about like where I fit into society, civilization. I mean, I've studied history. This is the thing. I've studied history. I know where I fit in. I'm just trying to drive society.
Yeah.
I'm not a wage slave. I can't be bought for fucking, whatever.
Your time cannot be purchased.
My time can't be purchased. I am for the advancement of
the white race.
humankind. No.
What?
No. I said humankind. I am for the advancement of humankind. Of course I'm taking fucking flack, dude.
Of course.
I'm in the fucking no thought zone, dude, at my school. Of course I'm taking
happens,
fucking
man.
flack. But the funniest part to me is you'll get these guys who are like, or these people or whatever, who are just kind of like, their response to what they perceive as the injustice of capitalism is they're like, we're going to dust off communism. And it's like, what the fuck? You guys don't have any
break
other...
this thing out again.
You guys have no... And like, you're going to dust off communism within capitalism. That's the other thing, too. It's like... Everyone saying they're a communist, if they could be a billionaire, would be a billionaire. I could say 100%. So it's like until people don't like billionaires, like for real don't like, or like, no, that's like disgusting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're not going to dust off communism when there's billionaires around. Do you think like billionaires are going to allow communism to happen?
Yeah, billionaires are pretty shitty.
Of course.
That's what I've said. Really think about.
They should be viewed as grotesque. It should be
it's like
ew.
an obese, like a very obese person that's like my 600-pound life or whatever, just stuck in a bed.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, well, slow down.
Yeah, but if my 600-pound life, if you saw
Is
them,
600 pounds or 8? I don't know.
I think it's called my big fat life.
There's big dogs, dude.
It's literally my 600-pound life. If they had the capacity to change your life, you would be like, yo, you know who fucking rules? 600-pound dudes. Because, dude, I'm like, no one's going to turn down $1 billion. So we're in a thing that worships billionaires being like, it's so fucked up. And meanwhile, people are just trying to like scramble ahead to the top.
Yeah.
So it's like, dude, it's just the funniest fucking thing to teach like communist kind of Marxist theory.
Dude, I love billionaires. I support it. Dude, capitalism rules.
I think they're
I love competition.
I think you got to be kind of well, the other thing too is like, what the fuck? Who's the guy? Scrooge.
Yeah.
Everyone hates Scrooge.
McDuck?
No. Even McDuck, but even Scrooge. Everyone was like, remember like the Tales of Christmas Past or like fucking Scrooge. If Scrooge was balling out in a mansion, everyone would be like, yo, that guy fucking rules.
Also, it wasn't Scrooge. I don't remember it, but didn't like Scrooge just pass like the crippled kid and be like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, I do that every day.
Billionaires fly over the crippled kid and they're like, yeah, drop some bombs.
Homeless guys,
drop some bombs here.
Homeless guys talk to me all the time and I'm just like, dude, shut up.
Most everybody
shut
does.
Up, you fucking homeless sack of shit.
It's housing challenge, dude, please.
Housing challenge?
Yeah. Or housing secure.
Dude.
Please.
Homeless guys are pretty funny.
They're fucking wild, dude.
They talked about it on Bonfire. Right by Jay and Christine's house, they caught a homeless dude fucking another homeless dude that was, well, it was rape. It was gay homeless rape.
They caught this?
She just filmed it and then eventually got a cop and was like, hey, that guy's fucking that guy. This dude was passed out over a grate and his buddy, they knew each other. So everybody was like, all right, they're friends, I guess. But he like started like eating his butt. This is him on the sidewalk.
Yeah, I'm just like spellbound.
Eat his butt, and then he got on.
He
top
ate his
and,
ass.
Like, thrust it on him, and they were like, "Hey, man, stop! You gotta stop!" Yeah, there's like 10 people around it.
They broke him up.
Yeah, they broke him up. They broke up that love, dude. That was just boys in love out in the street having fun.
What happened to this guy?
I think the cop was the way Christine said it. Like she like ran into this convenience store where she saw the cop, and he was like, oh, yeah, they fucking know each other. And he, like, walked out and was like, knock it off. They, like, hump each other sometimes.
Damn.
Good dogs, dude.
They're a couple of good boys, dude.
They're just having fun. And one dude, he probably was for it.
I mean, he ate his ass.
Yeah, he was licking his butt when he was taking a nap. That's just love, dude. That's eating a homeless man's ass.
That's true. Whoo, man. Yeah, man, that's fucking tough.
That's a rough ticket.
Yeah, man. I'm going to say if you're eating a homeless guy's ass, it's like, all right, man.
Yeah, let him go.
Clearance.
Yeah,
runway's clear, dude. You get in there.
Fucking land, dude. You are free to land.
Did the other guy wake up?
No, I think he just slept right through it. So then it doesn't count.
If he sleeps through it, that's sleeping porn, dude. Are you sure you didn't just watch sleeping porn?
I didn't see it, but I actually have seen the footage.
You've seen the fucking
yeah.
Well, that's the other thing too. They might have had it. They might have a deal struck.
Yeah, they may have a deal.
What do you
constructed some sort of contract?
What do you think about like dudes who are married and have sex with their wife when their wife's drunk?
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean? What's the situation here? There's
different scenarios. You're at a wedding, but you're like you're not supposed to have sex with like a drunk woman. But if you're married and your wife gets drunk, pretty much everyone's going to have sex with their drunk wife.
Yeah. No,
you know
she like passed out and you do it?
Not passed out. Not passed out.
Then it's weird.
But like how
she's hammered.
How drunk can your wife be?
Your girlfriend or wife can do that.
Can be hammered.
She can be hammered and fuck you.
So what if these two homeless guys had a deal where like, look, if I pass out, have at it, bro. Have at it. Look, I'm not fucking gay, but if I pass out and you're jammed up, chuck one up me. Just promise me you eat my ass first.
Lube it up. That's probably why he did it, to be honest.
Really?
Get some spit in there so he doesn't tear his buddy up.
Think he saved up his spit and just went.
Yeah, because if you rip a butt out on the streets, that's going to disable you for a while.
For sure,
that's going to limit how many cans you're getting.
Although he has street butt, so
street butt's tough as nails.
Well, it's also
like leather.
It's ready to go too. It's pliable. It's like Play-Doh.
Yeah.
If you have street butt. I mean, that's how you sleep through a fucking butt fucking.
Street butt. Sleeping through a butt fucking is fucking.
Outside too.
Outside.
I'm just saying all the noise about you, and all of a sudden, I mean, the dude had to have been completely fucked up.
Yeah.
What do you even do for that?
What do you like?
Well, I mean, what would you charge a crazy?
Guarantee the cop did not want him in his car, so he was just like, "All right, fucking stop."
Well,
that was it.
In Kensington, Butterly was telling me they were getting like hepatitis C outbreaks because there's a bunch of human shit up there. People are just shitting in the street. There's like a bunch of people are getting like hepatitis C up there from it.
Nice.
Disgusting.
That's awesome.
No, it's not. This horrible.
Yard shitting?
It's like street shitting.
Yeah.
I saw a dude let his dog shit in the street.
How'd you feel about it?
Oh, well, I was like, yo, bro. I was like, you gotta pick that up. And he was like, no, I curbed my dog. And I was like, did I talk about this before?
No.
I was like, dude, you can't let your dog shit in the fucking street. And he's like, yeah, I curbed the dog. And I'm like, no, dude, you have to pick that up. And then I think the guy was kind of slow. I started talking to him. I was like, oh, fuck, I think this guy's slow.
Definitely.
Some fucking idiot came up halfway through the phone like, ugh. I'm like, dude,
What?
get the fuck out of here.
Somebody filmed you arguing.
I don't think he was filming. I think he was filming the guy because I saw this dude was spying the dude, and I think he was like, oh shit, and started filming. I was like, dude, get out of here.
What?
Fucking loser.
You confronted a mentally challenged man about his dog, and then somebody filmed it?
Well, because the guy let his dog shit. He walked his dog to the street and just smiled. I could have sworn I've talked about this before. He let his dog shit in the street and then was like, he looked happy when the dog like got to the street. And I was like, is this motherfucker going to leave this right here? And then all of a sudden he like started walking away and I was like, dude. Yeah, and this guy, I saw a guy watching the whole thing out of a van. When I said something, the guy came out and was like, it's like, dude, go away.
What a dork.
Go the fuck away. I don't think he was trying to jam me up. I didn't get the feeling like that.
No, but it's weird he would come out and film that interaction.
Yeah. It was bizarre.
Yeah.
And I was just, it was like a fucking like old retarded guy. So I was like, hey man, like, once I realized his deal.
Once you saw he was retarded.
He kind of looked like Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys. Once I saw him, I was just kind of like, all right.
Sorry, bud.
Yeah. I was like, hey man, just
that's fine.
Pick it up. He had like a weird, like, big, huge plastic shopping bag.
Yeah.
It's only geezers and kind of like retarded guys pick up poop with like big Acme bags. I saw that. And I was like, I should have known.
Yeah, that's it's always the worst when you don't know someone's special needs.
Sure.
Until it's too late.
I think special
until
needs.
After you confront them.
Special needs is like the
until
most
they have
kindergarten.
Special needs.
That's like the most kindergarten.
You think we should say the word retarded?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
well,
like
Matt, that's the type of stuff that's just
not
like, I don't stand
not in a
for
mean
it.
way.
Matt, I don't stand for it.
Not in a mean way.
All right, so I was at Punchline and this fucking retarded guy, I think I told you this, just was sneezing the whole time. Oh. Like my whole set, but the Punchline stage is like, it's kind of behind you when you're on stage. Anybody to the right is like behind. So I couldn't see him. And he just kept sneezing and finally I turned around. I was like, shut the fuck up, dude. And he was clearly very retarded. And I was just like, oh, I'm sorry. And he was like, I'm so sorry. Like he was like devastated that I called him out. And I was like, oh my God, dude. And then I looked at the rest of the audience and I was like, I didn't know that. And as soon as I said that, I was like, oh my God, that's worse.
Did you?
I like turned to the rest of the audience like, I didn't fucking know that he.
Were people just like, oh?
Everybody was like, ooh.
Did you? You should start doing a thing. You know, like, hey, any birthdays in here? You should come out and be like, hey, anyone retarded in here? Clap it up. Retarded? Clap it up if you're retarded.
Dude, that was that's what happened to me, David, and Abby.
You talked about yeah.
Oh my God,
that's tough.
Oh
dude.
my God, I've told that on here before. It could have been Old Testament though. Could be lost in the sands of time.
That's when they
there was a field trip of the boys at this show, and there's this show where you go on. There's 3 comics, and then you pick 3 people out of the audience to be your partners for a quiz show. But the way the show starts is the 3 comics go out first and do stand-up. So David went, Abby went, and then I went last. And when I walked out, I was like, what's up with all you fucking dudes wearing bracelets? What's up, you guys fucking losers? And then I, like, covered my eyes so I could see, you know, because of the lights, you can't see the audience. And as soon as I, like, shaded my eyes and saw, I was like, oh.
You saw a bunch of ear-to-ear grins,
These are some special boys out here.
You saw nothing but ear-to-ears, dude.
Smiling,
rocking
in their
good
chairs.
Old time,
rocking
dude.
in their chairs, eating like fucking treats.
Oh, the appetizer platter must have got sold out.
It was crazy.
Menus are getting white tape across them.
Just snorting macaroni and cheese. Like they were fired up. And so then I knew that that's what the group was. I knew that and that was the majority of the audience. It was like a weeknight show. So half the audience was a retarded guy field trip. So then we sit down to the show and Abby gets paired with one of the guys. And apparently I'm the only one who knew it. David and Abby didn't know that these guys were special needs. And at one point...
How did they put it together?
I couldn't believe it.
They're not one with a crowd like you, though.
I couldn't believe it. Yeah, but on stage, he's sitting next to you. And then the audience member gets to ask the comedian a question. And he was like, are you single? That was his question. Because, dude, retarded guys love pussy.
Dude.
All they're trying to do is get sniz. It's a sick, dude.
They're the Mac, dude.
They are the best.
They're the true Macs out there.
Undeniable Macs.
For sure.
So this guy's like, are you single? And she was like, I don't know. It depends how much money you have. As soon as she said that, I like leaned over and looked at her like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, obviously the guy lives in like a group home. But she was like, I don't know. It depends how much.
Should be papered.
Depends how much money you make. And he was like, a lot. And then David leaned forward and was like, yeah, I don't think he knows gummy bears don't count as currency.
Yeah.
And I leaned forward to him like, what the fuck are you doing? And then they kept doing it the rest of the show. They were still like shitting on this guy.
Damn.
And then by at the end, everybody like stood up and like looked at each other because we were sitting like side by side. And then it started to hit them throughout the show that it was like, oh, because David's partner was one of that guy's chaperones. And that chaperone was like, hey, thanks a lot. The guys had a lot of fun tonight. And he was like, what? And I walked up to both of them like, what the fuck was that?
Damn.
Yeah, it was great.
They didn't know. That's probably how hyper-focused they were.
They're just focused on their craft.
I did a show in Conshohocken once with Sid the Kid, and it was the same thing. It was like a group field trip, kids with autism. And I remember
should have taken them to the Joker.
That would have been sick.
They would have got rowdy,
dude. It was so fun because it was a total freebie. You like go out there, they're just like halfway through your setup, someone is like, ha ha ha, literally Joker laugh, dude.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is so fun. And then there was like comics that off stage and like, fuck, I was so fucking annoying. I couldn't even. It was just like, dude,
what?
Relax. We're getting $25 up in Conshohocken. Fall the fuck back.
Yeah, you're getting $25 in Conshohocken to entertain the troops.
Actually, I don't want to slander Sid the Kid. We might have got 50, but I think I remember Sid paid us well. But I remember there was this like people were coming off being like a couple people I've seen came off and were just kind of like
crowd sucks.
Yeah, dude.
Like, yeah, they're struggling with social cues. Obviously, they're not going to do great in a comedy show.
Dude, you would say something. I remember I started doing crowd work with this one dude, and it was just like it went on for like 6 minutes, and I was like, all right, I can't get out of this.
Yeah, you and him.
He was just loving it. It was just we're just. It's funny because whenever I try to do crowd work with neurotypicals, I should say, it always goes bad. I'll just like ask. I'll be like, "Hey, do you love your girlfriend? Tell her you love her." And everyone's like, "Dude, fucking chill."
Yeah, well, you're one.
I met another autist.
You are neuroatypical.
I'm neuroatypical. I met another autist, and we just vibed for like 6 minutes. I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude!
This is great.
Sick.
Fuck the rest of the show. Yeah. You and me are buds."
We just locked up, and I was like, "Oh hi, how did you get here? Oh,
he's
cool.
Like, I don't know. How did you get here?" Like, that was a good one. What do you do? I don't know. What do you do?
I mean, I got a couple things going on. But yeah, dude, it was pretty fun.
Have you heard of mushrooms?
Dude, the microdosing thing has me bugged up.
Oh, you microdosed out right now?
Well, it's like no, not right now. It was yesterday, but it's definitely wait, was it yesterday? I don't know. Maybe I am microdosed out, but it was, dude. It's starting to take a toll.
Yeah, because you truthfully because when we do this, you were like, I don't. Let's start over.
Yeah, I never start over.
You were great.
I know.
That was better than this episode. This episode
really
sucks.
Should we start over?
No, no. This is gone enough. But yeah, I could. As soon as that happened, I was like, I thought you were doing great. Must be some.
The black hole opened in my mind, dude.
Shroomies.
Jokies, dude.
You're the Joker.
Pretty much, man.
It's good to take drugs too right now. I think that's important for you.
Right now for me?
If you're also feeling like you could be the Joker, I think it's really important to double down on some psychedelics.
Yeah, well, it's funny. I've been feeling fine. I've just been a little bit spaced. It was weird. The whole program was to like take away like all of my like little dopamine sources, and then I just like gave myself mushrooms after all that went. It's just it's a weird thing to play with because my whole thing now is like to try to find good dopamine sources.
I'm sorry. Every time you talk about this program, I'm like, oh, this is a real thing, and then I forget that you just made it up.
For sure.
To take away your dopamine, anything you like for a month, and then just take mushrooms.
At the end of that month, yeah, pretty much.
like every time you bring up you're like, and then the experiment or the system or whatever, I'm just like, oh, it always takes me 1 second to be like, oh, this is the thing he made up. Like this isn't a real thing that people.
This is how treatment nodes are made up. No, for sure.
This is you.
I need your skeptical eye.
Workshop.
You're my peer journal. You're my only scientific peer.
Your journal review is like, oh yeah, I forgot this whole thing was bullshit. Yeah, it sucks.
But yeah, it was. It's been fucking weird, man. It's been pretty strange.
Sure it has been weird, especially it's a weird time to do it, man.
I think that's a confounding variable too.
Very weird time to do it.
Yeah, and I'm just like, dude, like right now, I'm in a space right now where like feeling bad is not a bad thing. I'm just kind of like, yeah, dude, I just gotta feel weird and fucked up for a while.
Yeah,
I'll feel myself every now and again, like start to kind of be like, ooh, here comes the break. Here comes the big break from reality, and I'm like, yeah, we're back.
Really,
it's happened a couple of times. I'm like, instead of like a heart attack, I'm just like, oh, okay, yep, here we go, we're going, dude. They're coming to get me, dude.
Oh man, you gotta slow down. Are you?
No, I'm fine, but it's like, it's not even just that. It's like I'll sit and start. I am constantly.
It is a race right now to see how this podcast ends. Either I OD on coke and have a heart attack, or no, my mom or some sisters listening. It's like, oh no, relax. That's not. I'm gonna get a heart attack just from fat.
I hope it's the other one.
Yeah, or Matt loses his fucking mind, dude. Full Jokerz,
full Nietzsche, dude.
True.
I'm just gonna whip a. I'm gonna
become a hermit.
Well, dude,
become Zarathustra.
Here was the thing. I was on full course to become a hermit. That was kind of like my aspiration. Was to like become a shut-in recluse.
And now here you are, thrust into the public eye.
Well, here's the thing, dude. It's like my whole thing was to be a fucking recluse, and now I'm starting to see that I need real community. So I've propelled myself into a pretty bleak space. I feel like with my dopamine fast. Then I'm flooding my brain with, little microdoses of mushrooms.
Dopamine fast and also a national scandal.
National scandal kind of rocked my shit, and I'm in a place where people fucking hate me all, 2 days a week. But the now in my head, I'm like, oh, I had the whole, my like, I want to just kind of recluse out and just kind of like, do little writings and like just put stuff out and not interact with people. Dude, it was like, I started seeing how, I would start seeing how bleak that was. And now I'm like in a place where I'm like, I need to like reach out to people and have like real community around me. So now, and it's like, in order to, I had to like come to like a real kind of, not like a horrible place, but like,
sure,
it's pretty fucking bleak for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then now I'm like, I'm like calm, like just like not being a recluse. And it's nice. It is nice.
Yeah, of course.
But it's one of those things where like, otherwise, if you're having bad thoughts, you just take they'll give you Valium and they're like, now you're just kind of like, all right, this is cool. So it's kind of nice in a way to like feel fucking
I wish you could come
wild.
to Indianapolis this Friday.
Why?
Just come out to ND for 2 days, 3 days. You can do it.
That will be tight. That will be tight.
You afraid?
Dude, I'm jammed.
She'll shut that down.
I could go. It's just I'm right now jammed to the fucking gills. I'm behind like 2 weeks in work. Luckily I have a bunch of stuff I need to do. Because I put my life on pause during the scandal. I put my life on pause because I was like, I didn't even know if I should do schoolwork. I didn't know if I was gonna get kicked out. So I just like chilled. Worst thing I can do.
The
is
scandal
chill.
puts a whole the scandal, dude. The international scandal.
For sure.
I didn't even talk about this on here.
What?
I'm in that WhatsApp I have a WhatsApp group text with all the teachers from Spain that I knew. And when like I haven't checked it in forever, and I just checked it, and that like when the international scandal broke, I was on the news in Madrid. In Madrid, they were talking about this.
Damn.
In Madrid.
Damn.
They're like, cómico muy racioso y homofóbico. Shane Gaze. All my old teachers were like, holy shit.
They hit you up.
They're like, ay caramba. That's him.
Damn.
Ay Dios míos.
So they called you.
Yeah, they were texting me. They were like, dude, if you need to hide out in Spain, let us know. Should I fucking hide out in the mountains north of Madrid?
That'd be awesome, dude.
I'd just go up there and be like, become one with my craft.
You could take...
Just be like, Dad, come.
Gay. Hoya.
Gay. Are you gay? That's groundwork.
Carrying buckets of water.
There better not be Jews in here tonight.
Yeah, you could go to Spain for like 2 weeks.
I think I will. I was planning on that. Before I got SNL, before all that, I like literally had enough money to be like, I'm just going to take like a 2 or 3 week trip to Madrid again.
You should go to Spain and then anonymously leak it to the press that you're smoking crack and had to leave the country.
True.
And let the press run wild with it.
True.
Not a bad idea.
Maybe you release it when I go on vacation. Come up with any type of story you want.
Oh, for sure.
Doesn't have to be crack.
Really?
Damn, this is like it'd be like Chappelle going to Africa.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just returning to Spain, just getting back in touch with my fucking conquistador roots. I am a conqueror.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Thank you, Spain.
You need to go back over there.
Fuck, I miss Spain, dude. It's so funny to act like it was some like journey. I just literally went to the same bar every night.
Blacked out.
Just got hammered for fucking 6 months. Then went home.
Yeah, it was pretty much in Brazil. I went to Brazil and just went to like the hostels and would just drink caipirinhas and be like, cool.
Yeah, cool. I'm out here really, I just did the same thing I would do in Philly. Just like I went to the bar and watched sports. I just watched soccer.
I literally ate Domino's in Brazil.
Yeah, I found a Burger King and I was like, all right.
That's so fucking funny. Just post it up.
Yeah, because like it's on the way before I went, I was like, this is going to be great. I'm going to fucking you know, I'm going to eat healthy over there. There's going to like healthy food. I'm going to fucking act. I'll get into this. I'll just become like a good human.
Get cultured.
And then I literally just didn't even go to work. Like I wouldn't go to school to like teach the kids.
How long were you over there for again?
Like 6 months. 5,
Damn,
6 months.
I forgot you were over there for that long.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Maybe
wild.
like 5 or 6.
Damn.
5. From like August to December.
That's a nice day.
August to the end of December. I got home for like Christmas.
That's a nice day.
Pretty sick.
Dude, I'm actually so a couple of my Bay's friends she got the ring, dude. So she Phil Jacksoned out, dude. Got the ring. And I prepared her for this. I'm like,
she's got a bunch of golems around her now.
I prepared her. I said, look, dude, it's so funny is I'm like, some of the interactions might get a little weird with your female friends. I'm just saying. She's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, you did it. You got the ring.
You won. She
was just like, and dude, I'm like, you know, I was like, I'm not even putting this against them. It's not their fault. But I'm like, this is what you guys live for real. Like, you guys love this shit. And like, not even just that, this is going to fuck with your friends. Like, this will bother them. Some, not all, obviously, but I'm like, trust me, dude.
Yeah.
A couple days later, she was.
This is your second championship.
Exactly.
This is your second ring, dude.
Exactly.
How many rings? Are you going for the one for the thumb?
Oh, for sure.
You're going to hit the 5.
So you get the 2. I'm going to get Tim Duncan.
2's nice.
Yeah.
2 titles is sick.
Yeah, dude. The fucking, he fucking, so she was like, yo, it's so weird. One of my friends I haven't talked to in like a couple of years reached out to me for relationship advice. She's like, it was just so weird. I'm like, told you, bro.
How did you do it?
It's not relationship advice. She's scheming.
How did you get married?
She's scheming. And then, dude, this friend, she was like, yeah, and it was really weird too, because like she had been dating someone for a really long time. And they had broken up, but she was like, but she told me like halfway through the conversation, like, oh, and you know, just between you and I, he actually tried to get back with me and did propose, but I didn't want to do that. I was like, ooh,
yeah, I like it.
I was very, very.
What do you think about that? It's like, I got it too. I just didn't want it. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Like, okay.
That's how fucking serious they are about this shit.
Yeah, ladies love rings, dude. They love getting married.
Well, it's like
it's the complete validation.
Exactly.
It's total validation.
Exactly.
They need it.
And I'm telling you, the female ego thrives on exclusion. Because if you think about it, males have all that, like, you know, they'll like dominate and they're like physically conquer and stuff. If you're a chick, you're not like going and like, you know, beating people up and like being like the strongest, biggest, but you can be the most relationally aggressive. And the way you hurt someone relationally is you exclude them. So it's like now, once someone else gets the ring, you're part of the excluded group. It's like someone dunking on you, literally. It's like someone dunking on you nuts in the face.
Well, that's what's funny about.
And the shot clock's on.
Like the shot clock's running. It's low. Yeah, dude. It's flashing.
I told her this. I'm like, because I've known Brittany since she was 23.
But that lady confrontation 24. Thing that we're talking about is like what we deal with. Like what you deal with school, the exclusionary fucking aggression, all that is you deal with it at school. I deal with it at stand up. Like it's lady brain that all these pussies have that are like, well, now you're not in our group. Yeah. And now our group looks down on you. You're not good enough to be in the group anymore. It's like, good.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
I see your lady dog brains at work.
Yeah, man, it's some fucking bullshit. Well, no, you know what I've come to the grips with? I've been like, because before it was like you're a young boy, you're rolling around, you're like, you're caught up in these crazy fucking like Star Wars girl games where you're just kind of like, wait, what? Wait, what do you mean? Wait, so if I don't go there, you'll be mad at me? Oh, fuck. And you're just like then you get a little older and you're like, peep game. You're like, I know what these motherfuckers are up to.
Yeah, I see this trick.
Third level is just being like, I forgive you. It's being like, I forgive you guys. I don't even hold it over them. I'm like, damn, dude, you guys have a tough fucking go.
So step 3 after. So step
total
1,
forgiveness.
Step 1 is you get fooled by it.
Totally fooled.
You can get played.
Well, step 1 through like 47.
Yeah. I still run into that one quite a bit. Yeah. Step 2 is recognizing the game.
Well, that's where you can go awry, where you can just be like, geez, fucking, and my buddy got divorced and they took the fucking house and did it.
Just trying to fuck with us. And
took the fucking house. Some people get stuck on, a lot of people get stuck on level 2.
Yeah.
Where it's like, geez, motherfucker, you can't trust me.
Fucking take everything I have, dirty bitch.
Yeah.
Level 3 is complete forgiveness.
Is like.
It's total acceptance and forgiveness. Just like they know not. It's not even they know not what to do. It's, I'm sorry that this is the hand you were dealt. This is tough. You got a fucking tough battle.
I mean, they're on a hard race.
Lock down a good man And you got to do it right.
They're on a hard
and all
race.
that social pressure to be kind of a whore when you're younger, all that stuff, you got to battle through that because that affects you later down the road.
Yep.
You know, it's a tough world out there for babes.
It is tough. And then, dude, then they get pregnant and you watch them like go through pregnancy and you're just like, holy fuck, it fucks them up.
Yeah, of course.
Fucks them up.
Must be nuts, dude. Every single person that goes through it says it's nutty.
It's fucked up. They hit the finish line, break the ribbon, and then someone's like, come here. And they're just like, oh, God, and throwing up. Like, blah, blah. It's fucked up.
That is how they cross the finish line. Like somebody finishing a marathon, like their legs giving out, like shit in their pants, just like, I did it.
Yeah, man. It's fun. And then, like, they're on a real shot clock of being like, if I don't do this by now, it's going to become less and less and less.
And everyone's in their ear,
likely.
dude. It's like the crowd. The crowd's chanting that. They're like, 5, 4.
Yeah.
3. They're letting you just throw up a Hail Mary. Like, fuck, I'm married McCusker. Fuck, that guy sucks.
Well, what was funny, the funniest part, that actually reminds me of something that the one person she was talking to was basically like, yeah, well, there's like, I think I'm going to go back and give guys a second chance I didn't really talk to before.
Of course you are.
Yeah, but it's like...
That's getting old, babe.
You're using people to fulfill some weird thing, and then it's like, and then what? You're going to have someone pledge their life to you to fulfill your, basically an ego function, which again, I'm not hating on them because I'm level 3, but it's like, think of the poor guy that's like, oh, sweet, fucking, who wants to
she's back in my life.
I knew she fucking liked me.
Yeah.
And the whole while, dude,
that?
the whole while, she's like, so what are we even doing here? Just waiting to get. It's like how much of that is the fucking scorn of, not the scorn, just the anxiety of not being accepted into the in group and the the success, and how much of that is just kind of like, yeah, you know what, maybe I should. It's just like a weird thing to be like, yeah, the guys that we're into obviously aren't going to do what I want, so I'm going to go down a peg, and I could probably convince one of these motherfuckers to propose to me.
Yeah,
that's the darkness, dude.
I don't know if it's even that dark though. I think it's just like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm full level 3, dude.
But then my thing is, then if they get the validation, you don't think they're going to start being like, oh, Mama Bear's going to go back on the prowl?
Oh, for sure.
You get the validation.
That's why women cheat.
Yeah,
shit like that. I mean, that's not the only reason, but those types of, like, a chick that like goes down to get somebody to marry them is clearly as soon as the wedding's over, party's over.
Yeah,
and it's just like, oh fuck, I'm stuck with this guy.
Yeah.
I had so much fun the last year, like planning the wedding, being the center of all this. As soon as the wedding ends, you're just waking up in bed next to some dork in a tux. Just like, oh, fuck.
Oh, babe, breakfast is almost over. Come on, hurry up.
Ugh.
Yeah, man. It's fucking...
And then it's like, well, this sucks. I got to get out of here.
And it is also, too, it's like, this is synonymous with like...
And this is all coming from my extensive marriage and relationship
experience. This type of bae is synonymous with like power-hungry psycho dude. So it's like, it's not all, but there's a strong contingent, very strong contingent. I was at a party recently, and this girl was just like, yeah, I study snails, and like I'm like a scientist, and I study snails and shit. Chick's chilling, dude. She's studying fucking snails. She has a good old time.
Yeah,
you like her. Oh, it was just good. It was good to hear someone just being like, yeah, I study snails, talking about, not just sitting there being like,
sure.
Fucking the crate, like she seemed secure in herself, I should say.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was good. But no, dude, I'm not like that, bro. I don't lust.
What?
I don't lust.
I didn't say you lusted.
You're wiggling your eyebrows suggestively at me.
No, I'm not, Matthew.
But no, I'm telling you.
Sorry, your fucking spy cams aren't here. The one you set up when you tricked me into saying all those words.
Yeah, it was crazy, dude. I'm telling you, to be like, hey, get ready for it. Dude, a day later it happens. I mean, of course, there's no like, wow, you were right. It was just like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like,
yep.
Again, level 3, I go.
Yerp.
At least I prepared you for that, babe.
Yerp.
Just stick tight, hang tight, see what's going on. But yeah, dude, imagine if I had called you about SNL and been like, yeah, I mean,
about taking some improv classes. I decided not to.
Yeah,
not a big deal.
Like I could have fast tracked my way up there, but I figured I'd focus on the podcast instead. That's crazy.
I got similar. I mean, I hate to always bring it back to this, but obviously it's what I think about now. It is like that though. As soon as it was like a broad getting married.
For sure.
It's like a lady broad immediately getting married, and just everyone being like, oh my God, how did you do it? You're so great. And then as soon as it's like, oh no, I can't get it. Everyone was like,
Yeah.
I knew you couldn't get it. If I couldn't get it, you definitely couldn't get it. Nah.
Like, let's go out, bitches.
Let's go out and have shots. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's I'm telling you, girl world is a dark world.
Girl
man.
world's wild.
It's a dark world.
Yeah.
The more I get into it, the more I fucking plug in the matrix.
Do you think all girls are jokers? Perhaps, dude.
It's a whole different. I think it's a whole different beast, dude.
It is.
I mean, yes, chicks are twisted, bro.
Chicks
are twisted.
Dude.
Poison Ivy's for sure. Wasn't Poison Ivy the Joker, babe?
Poison Ivy's twisted babe. No, that's the Riddlers, dude.
The Riddlers, babe.
Seth Simon, the Taddler. Seth Simon's the Taddler.
He is the Taddler.
Yeah, he's a sneaky guy. He'll tattle on you. That's just a good superhero.
The Riddler has like the Hamburglar thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. He was watching the YouTube's like,
Yeah, dude, that's the Taddler.
But yeah, man, that shit, like, that fucked me all the way up, dude. I called it, started hearing it, and it was just like, it strikes so deep.
Girl World, dude, sisters. You ever hear your sisters battle?
Vaguely. I haven't heard them battle in a long time.
Dude, my sisters, when I was younger, would come home from the bars. They would, I'd be up watching sports.
Yeah, of course.
Being a guy, just being a dude.
Yeah.
And
sisters come in all chatty, like, guys, I'm watching fucking sports.
Guys, I'm watching sports, you fucking fat dykes. Shit. That was a character of an 8th grader. All right?
Shit.
That was a character of an 8th grader. If we
You
have to
can't even control yourself.
I know. I'm fucked, dude. There's no way this is ever stopping. But they would come home and just like 2:30 in the morning after they're downtown. They're down in Harrisburg having a good old time. Mm-hmm. All it takes is a cab. You put drunk people in a cab, two ladies in a cab like that, there's going to be like you bitch.
They start to fight.
They would come home and say the worst things in the world to each other at all times.
Yeah.
And it usually centered around relationships and marriage.
Ooh.
Usually somebody got hit with that eventually.
Well, sisters.
Someone would get called fat eventually. That would be like tears and like screaming and shit.
Yeah.
And I'd have to be like, shh, wake up, mom and dad, shut the fuck up.
Damn.
They'd go out in the garage and like chain smoke and cry. I'd be like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I mean, dude, sisters, like, sister reality, once they kind of, like, hit puberty,
the competition hits.
They start trying to define who's prettier, who's this, who's that. Yeah. And it's like a pretty, like...
Well, my sisters never had to worry about that. It was just
Why?
It's just a dead tie.
But still.
They listen to this.
But still. Yeah, they're both beautiful. That's why.
Beautiful.
They're fucking beautiful, dude.
There's no question that they're both beautiful.
My thing is...
I call them the Simpson sisters.
Do you really?
Literally, like Marge's...
The gruesome twosome?
They would like smoke cigarettes and come home and be like, you're a fat bitch. Fuck you. I'd be watching like College Game Day Final. They'd be like, look, you're a fucking loser. Why'd you out part? Yeah, it's funny.
Damn.
They were just
bullied you up.
They were just getting hammered.
Came home drunk.
They were getting hammered.
I was tight. My brother came home hammered, and I convinced him to drink lean one time. It was so fucking funny.
Nice.
The night before Easter.
Nice.
We were brushing our teeth.
Which brother?
Tom. He was all drunk.
Tom to drink lean?
Yeah, he was all drunk. My sister had lean from bronchitis. And we came home, and I was just like, he opened up the medicine cabinet. I'm like, yo, bro, let me get that. And I fake sipped the lean. I'm like, he won't do this. And he fucking... DJ screwed it. DJ screwed the lean, dude.
It was Paul Wall at fucking... Easter, dude.
He for real was dipping out at Easter, man.
He's tipping all foes at Easter,
next
bro.
morning, he was like,
That's awesome.
Pretty tight. But yeah, man, I'm telling you.
Chugging lean before Easter Mass is that they'll all move.
Have mercy on your bays, dude. Just get into girl world. See what's jamming them. See what's jamming them. Wait till we do the Patreon Q&A. I'm excited, dude, to do Patreon Q&A.
To tell the people.
Just to see what's going on, case by case. Be like, all right, hit me with your scenario.
Tell us what's going on with your sniz.
It'll be funny, too. It'll be some guy like, oh, she doesn't fucking blow me.
Yeah.
I got 2 DUIs. She's making a big fucking deal about it.
I wonder, I know a lot of our listeners have good bays.
For sure.
I get DMs from their bays.
Do you really?
Usually trying to ask me for a favor for their boy. There's some loyal bays out there.
Calling the bull?
Nothing weird about it.
The bull?
I promise.
They calling you the bull?
They'll say, excuse me, sir, could you please help out my lowly boyfriend? I'll say, yes, ma'am.
What is it?
Tell me what I need to do.
You're probably like Thomas Wayne. You're probably like, psh.
I say, get out of here, you dirty bitch. And I saw no, there's a lot of listeners with good bays. I think that's a good contingency.
For sure.
A lot of our listeners are not Joker incels.
Nah,
we did gain. I think that's been this heavy push that we've gotten.
Joker incels?
We have like half Joker incels, half Barstool dogs.
True.
And it's a true war.
Well, we've had a lot of positive
is,
vibes going on. The Reddit seemed to kind of...
The Reddit is positive. I
go on there, I check. Someone will say, everyone's joking, having a good time. Someone will take it to a bad spot, and it's just all downvotes. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
The culture, dude, is in check.
The culture, that's what we came here to change.
That's what the Reddit is. You're Tropicana.
I'm trying to manage the people, dude. I got to quell rebellions. I got to fucking be like, shut up, dude. Don't post that.
Put it down.
Yeah, that's what we came here to do. We came here to change the culture from the inside. We got to start with our own subreddit and try to change the culture. Hey, guys, knock it off with the slurs and shit. Why don't you go ahead and knock it off?
Yeah,
if someone's saying something mean about me on Twitter, go ahead and knock it off the slurs. Don't respond with mean slurs. It ain't helping.
Oh, yeah, when people...
Good Lord. Somebody will comment like, "Oh yeah, he shouldn't be performing at blah blah blah." And someone's like, "Fuck you!" Just say the worst shit. I'm like, "Oh my god, shut the fuck up! You're making it worse." Yeah, I had to turn the comments off on my Instagram photos. On my Instagram
I saw that.
So I disabled the comments, and then I got a bunch of DMs from people that don't like me that are like, "Oh, you pussy! You can't take negative comments." I'm like, I'm not protecting you. Or I'm not protecting myself from you.
Yeah.
I'm protecting you guys from the fucking dogs, dude. The dogs are in the comments just saying wild shit, dude.
Well, it's funny.
Hey, they don't understand the dogs get loose.
We got to think about that. That's like a slow IV drip of negativity, just like all day. You open up your phone.
It affects you like crazy. And I can't stop.
Sure.
I can't not look at it. This is podcasts and doing shows are like the only time I'm not staring at my phone. And then it's like, dude, it's into my dreams. I'm literally having dreams of fucking bad comments and tweets. I'm having dreams.
It's like fat 20 upvotes. Like, oh god,
no.
God.
It's not like that. It's like dreams of like my darkest fucking things in my life coming out on the New York Times and like shit like that. Where it's like, and then I'll wake up in like a panic about it. And they'll be like, oh, that's not real. And then it bleeds into reality where I'm like, was that a real article or did I fucking think that one up?
Damn, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty dark. It's pretty wild
We're
shit.
both losing our fucking minds.
Well, I'm okay. Like, I really am. Like,
Me too.
I'm not like, I think you.
Me too.
I think you need a fucking break. You need to sit down. But yeah, having nightmares about like comments and tweets.
Yeah, that's
and
terrible.
Articles is rough.
It also sucks to have a dream about that.
Yeah, it's like, can I get?
Like, come on, man. Give me a fucking
break.
break.
A respite.
I've had like landscaping dreams where I wake up and then go to work and I'm like, God, fucking damn it, this sucks.
I miss my old football dreams.
That must have been tight.
Just having a dream where it's like, oh, I forgot my helmet in the locker room. I can't play today. That's the dream. That's the nightmare.
And
now it's like just the
being
darkest,
slandered.
Yeah, just being slandered by by Time magazine. It's like, holy shit. And then you wake up and you're getting slandered by Time magazine.
Basically, yeah. I just wonder. I mean, it has to. I think it's going to come to a halt.
What's that?
This whole weird like Puritan fucking culture.
The puritanical left.
Yeah, I think it's going to fizzle.
I think it's coming to a stop towards this. I mean, what I did was pretty outrageous compared to what most people get canceled for, and there are still people like he shouldn't be fucking canceled.
Yeah, and you also weren't like, you didn't basically bitch up. You stayed in GP. You could have went PC and you didn't bitch up. You stayed GP.
I could not bitch up on this.
I mean, I don't think people give that enough credit.
No one. That hurt them. I listened to Metzger. He gave me some credit.
He understands what you're up against.
He heard the story. You can hear people that have heard the story of that know what happened, which was NBC fucking called me and was like, say that this was inexcusable and like we can help you. Yeah. And I was like, I cannot do that.
You think they would have cut you anyway if you had fully
I think that for sure.
Yeah.
I knew that too. I think there's a good chance I would have got crushed no matter what. Because first off, old Seth Simons was not going to let that go.
The Tattler?
The Tattler was on me. And if they would have been like, all right, he
was on your back.
He said sorry for that.
He was eating your ass.
The old Tattler would be
You were passed out. Seth Simons was eating your fucking ass, dude.
And people were just filming. No one was like, hey, should we stop this? The Tattler was on my back.
Yeah.
So the Tattler, there's no way he was going to let me go. If let's say I apologized and everyone was like, okay, that's fucked up, but okay, you can go do the show. He would have just found the next clip which would have been undoubtedly 5 minutes fucking later on the same episode.
Him and fucking others too. Someone else tried hopping on the bandwagon as well.
Really?
Yeah. There's other people trying to hop on.
Of course.
Like, oh, I found this.
He also said Juicy Rooskies or Rooski Juiskies.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, and then it's like I'm having conversations with people that like normal people. I'm just out talking to people and I'm like explaining the clip again. I just keep going over it and being like, this is what happened on that. And they're like, you don't have to do that. And I'm like, I want to. Like, I want to tell you. And they're like, no, it's okay. I don't care. And I'm like, well, I care.
Yeah.
It's like I'm going out of my way to just be like, yeah, I got fucked on this clip. This is what I actually meant. This is why. And they're like, no, it's okay.
It's just fucking, like, again, dude, I'm telling you, they are for real trying to stifle. And it sounds so fucking annoying, but it's like unfettered free speech. Which is like, and I think you're not allowed to like walk up to someone and harass them by throwing slurs at them.
Yeah.
Like no one's defending that.
No.
And you're not allowed, like free speech doesn't allow you to do that because that's harassment. You're not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
And it's such a dumb argument. But my thing is if you start at a certain point, they're going to keep fucking chiseling down and like, and they will keep chiseling that down.
Sure. But they do have arguments against that. Of course.
What? About
that, like, yeah, I agree with this.
But you either can have it or you don't.
Yeah.
Because it's like nobody just like one day chucks
I know.
It's a slow slip.
That's the thing where it's like, where if somebody says something that's offensive, if you decide that it's offensive, if you watch or listen to this podcast and are like, you know what, I don't think those guys are trying to be funny. I think this is real.
Yeah.
Which, how fucking dumb do you have to be to listen to you and me and be like, I think they're serious.
But you have to also they probably want that.
And then, dude, we're just twisted jokers.
We're twisted jokers. Like, but if you wanted that to be the case, it's super easy to convince yourself.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're doing in the podcast. We're pretending we're serious.
Yeah.
During the show, we're like, get these goddamn ducks out of the window. Blah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. If you want to listen to it as hate speech, it's pretty easy.
They've heard it, and they know a fucking joke, Shane. Shout out to all the comedians who work hard on their jokes, dude, and craft the right fucking jokes, dude. Shout out to all the comedians like us, dude, who fucking work hard on their jokes. Did you say you watched those LA whatever that like panel was? Yeah, I saw that.
Oof. How about the one part where the one girl, I forget who I don't know who. At first, I have no idea. Obviously who these people are, but one of them was like, she's like, I hate like hiding behind the fact that it's just jokes. It's like it's not just joke. Like I love comedies. Jokes are sacred to me.
I know.
They're not just jokes. Like when I was young, I used to put my ear up to the television to listen to Pryor at night with the volume low so I didn't wake up my grandpa. Like I love comedy, and this was not comedy.
I saw that.
It's like, dude,
I saw that exact line.
I was sitting there, I was watching, I was like, who the fuck is that guy? Just in with the Conor McGregor, just like, who the fuck are you? Like,
yeah, man, I'm telling you.
What are we doing here, guys?
It's any means necessary to get to the top, dude. I'm telling you, that's what people are on right now.
Yeah,
and they're
also
convinced that's the way. That's the ticket.
To make fun of us is a layup for them. Like you're in a fucking alt woke or whatever they are. Sure. They might not have. It might not have even been alt or woke. But I could saw the panel and kind of made some assessments on are they actually funny or
saw
are
the furniture too.
There's some cool furniture.
I mean, how easy it would be to slam us.
So easy. Totally. It's what we do our entire podcast is make fun of what we are.
I know.
So yes, it's pretty fucking easy. That's how we've risen from the fucking ground, like just from the dirt to now look at us, dude.
We're salt of the earth, bro.
Thousands of dollars
is what it is.
Dude, you know I have almost $9,000 now?
Do you really?
Bro, no one can stop us.
Is what it is.
You know what it's like to almost have $9,000 in the bank? God damn.
That's like
suck my dick.
Half a year rent, bro. You could just chill for half a year.
What do you think I do?
Chill forever.
Chill for 90% of the year.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, it's fucking. I just want to know what's going to come about with all this stuff, because there will stuff will stick, and some of the stuff that'll stick will be probably for the better, but a lot of this shit is just going to be like just imagine people as old, like when they're old and they're just kind of like
all these comics,
all
these people, the Tattler,
like all those kind of like they're just going to be annoying.
Did you watch the Tattler's poetry video? The one that I showed Phil that clip.
I like, dude. I'll watch like 2 minutes. I'll see that it's like, how long is that?
That's like an hour and a half. But his clips, he goes first in the episode.
Does he?
Yeah. The Tattler comes on and it is so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like he's not gonna.
What's he talking about?
First of all, he's a little tiny boy, little tiny
He's
man.
manly.
He's a little tiny boy,
What?
which is obviously the Tattler.
He's a little.
Tattler's short. Dude. The Tattler's a little tiny guy. He runs around.
Doesn't he kind of look like Harry Potter a little bit?
He does.
Okay.
He's like he's like alter ego Crick.
Yeah.
He literally is Crick if he was Crick's dark and Crick's a Joker, dude.
For sure.
Crick's Joaquin.
For sure.
This guy's more like, I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah, this whole, they're all gonna pretend that they weren't this. Not him, he's stuck in it. But like all these comics like that, let's say for example that panel of whatever those people were, the oddities, those people, they're gonna whenever this starts to break or whatever, they're gonna come around and be like, I was never like that.
Yeah,
that's what everyone's gonna do.
That's true.
And you know what we're gonna do about that? Nothing. We're not gonna be like, oh, I remember that clip. Well, if I ever see them, I'll be like, I remember that clip.
Yeah,
but it's not
level 3, bro.
I'm not gonna publicly come out and be like, hey, look at these dickheads.
We're a couple level 3 dogs. We're like, yo, we peep game. We know what you guys are up to, man.
Game recognized game, dude. This is level 3. We understand it's hard. I recognize that doing stand up and doing comedy and anything in this fucking corny ass entertainment industry is difficult. And you're trying to do whatever it takes. And that, dude, it's the same forgiveness as to all these other like the older comics, the big dogs coming down, shitting on us a little.
Like, yeah,
bro, I recognize what you're doing. You got to protect your shit. You got to distance yourself from us. You got to sit there and be like, well, that's not funny. I'm all for edgy shit because I do edgy shit, but I do it well. Yeah, my shit's funny. And it's like, well, I listen to your podcast, and I beg to differ.
Oh, for sure.
But
most podcasts are pretty fucking bad.
Yes, I mean, so is ours. Sometimes.
Ours is top. Ours is fucking top.
Ours is elite.
Ours is top.
Ours is clearly elite.
Yeah. It's a whole different thing, though. If you're not naturally funny, you can't really do a good podcast. They talk about
our podcast in Madrid, dude. Think about that.
Is what it is.
On the news. Like, Matt and Shane's secret podcast. Homophobical.
Yeah, it's just, is what it fucking is, dude. Ain't no motherfucking big deal.
Really isn't. But I'll tell you what, dogs, this Friday, Indy, come out to Indy Helium, bro. This Friday, I'm bringing out O'Connie and the motherfucking Beezer. It's so nice of Helium.
Hell yeah.
They're taking a risk because they'll probably get shit on a little bit for having me. But, I mean, they're not taking it. They're going to make money and they're going to get like 3 negative fucking tweets from fucking him, her.
Fucking purple ponytail brigade, dude.
Yes, but from she, he on their fucking pronouns. Yeah, Indy, we're going to hit a little Friday night.
For sure.
Dude, O'Connie.
You're doing one night in town.
We're doing one night on Friday in Indy, so then on Saturday we can go to that ND game. O'Connie with the mastermind. Yesterday,
he put that together?
Yesterday, he was like, we should just go to Indianapolis and go to the Notre Dame game this Saturday. I was like, all right, get it done.
Damn. Done. That's fucking wild, bro.
Boys at Helium were like, yeah, come out, bro. Damn. Come chill. So this Friday, Helium, Indianapolis. Come on out. It's going to be nuts, dude.
Dang.
It'll probably suck. Then the 24th, 25th, and 26th, Helium, Philadelphia. And I'll tell you what, rumblings of a Matt McCusker, Chris O'Connor lineup.
Yeah, dude.
Probably a little Beezer sneaking around. The boys,
for sure.
Dude.
That's going to be the true oddities, dude.
That'll be nuts.
That'll be fun as fuck.
They're writing about it already.
Who?
The press, dude. They're already writing about the show.
What, they're saying that you're going to be in Philly?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What's their problem, dude?
I don't know. It helps.
For sure.
It helps.
Why are they so obsessed?
I don't know.
I guess because they're following you because you didn't give a good enough apology.
Yeah, I think people like it. Some people.
You mean in the press?
Yeah.
I
do. I think there's certain. I think they're following me for that.
Yeah.
I think they'll be done after this. But then again, I said that last week. Keep saying every week. I'm like, all right, that's got to be it.
It's just weird too because news is so hyper focused anymore because there's like the Google searches that like it can be going on and it won't pop up.
Well, the story of cancel culture is big right now.
True.
And so that's why they keep using me.
True. Yeah, you are fucking the Jesus Christ.
I was martyred.
You kind of were, dude.
I was martyred for the art, dude.
You pretty much were.
And then my own disciples and fucking companions turned on me.
Yeah.
They denied me.
That's true. They did not.
It's either that or your shit is going well. You're selling out theaters and shit. So you're like, I'm so good at this.
Yeah.
It's like, are you sure you're good at it?
Yeah.
Or you get a little nudge. by someone who is.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know.
Sure.
I
hear you.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing.
I hear you.
I'm not saying nothing there.
I hear you, bro.
Come on, bro.
Dude, I had possibly one of the sickest things happen to me the other day. You fuck with state dependent memory?
State dependent memory?
Yeah, so like
what
type?
All right, I think I can understand what that is.
So say you're drunk, right? And then
you can access the memory from the mood. Yes.
Exactly. So I take a nap on the couch. I'm laying there. I put the theta waves on. No, I didn't. Excuse me. Yeah, theta, not delta. Delta, I wasn't ready to be there.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Delta, that would have been, that's kind of
dead.
If
you put delta on, I'd be like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's dead to the world. So I did some theta, very light, trance, dream-like state. So I lay on the couch, got the theta binaural beats going. I'm laying there. And that's been that's something I'm doing too, where I'm not tired, but I lay down and close my eyes and just try to entertain myself in my head. It's pretty fucking sick.
All right, you gotta chill.
Dude, it's a good thing to be able to do. You lay down, you're just like, let's go. You lay down and just, so I'm hitting a weird theta nap. All of us, dude, out of nowhere. This is the coolest part. My brain out of nowhere. It was like, dude, how sick would that be if you just wore a condom and just peed into it? Like you're talking, you're in conversation, you're talking with someone, you just fully pee into a condom. And then while you're talking, you just take it off, knot it. You're like,
yeah, balloon tie it.
Yeah, what you were saying? Just
smash it on the hood of a car driving by.
Throw it like a water balloon, like you were saying.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
And just hold it down, dude. That would be so. Then in my head, I'm like, dude, will a fucking condom even stay on my flaccid dick? It'll probably fall off. I'll pee it right off.
I can't even keep them on hard dogs. I'd lose them on hard dogs.
I'd pee it right off. How sick would that be? To wear a condom and just pee into it and just be like, chuck it out.
I like the idea of talking. I just imagine out front of helium. Stand out front, you just stop, stand still, make eye contact. Like my nephew took a shit the other day. He was like walking around the living room and he just stops and he's like, and it's like, oh, he's shitting. That's funny.
Imagine just a pee, not even a full pee. Just let out a spurt. Just make part of it.
I love just spiking it on the hood of a car, driving by, and then be like, what were you saying? Sorry about that.
Sorry about that. I'd pee. Dude, so then I'm thinking about that. I'm laying on the couch, and then I'm like, damn, dude, it's like people pretty much frown on any kind of inappropriate latex wear in general. Like if you were to wear just latex gloves and go out in public, people will fucking call the mayor on you, dude. If you just walk around in latex, like a suit and latex gloves, people are pissed.
Yeah, people do not like latex.
They don't like that, dude.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm like, why the fuck can't you just wear latex gloves? It's disgusting to walk around and just have someone give you change and put out a latex hand. They're like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah, I see people wear latex in New York.
Really?
On the subways and shit.
It's freaky. Yeah. Yeah. What else? What other kind of surgical gear do they wear?
Sometimes surgical masks.
God, they wear latex gloves too?
Yeah, I see some gloves. See sometimes black latex gloves, which is pretty sick. I might start rocking
fucking
those.
Tight, dude.
Just to get away with crimes on the subway.
Really?
But yeah, I see people wear surgical masks in public.
I've seen the surgical masks. So you're saying they stepped it up to fucking latex
gloves, yeah. I see those sometimes.
What are the houses like?
What type of houses?
What do you do you fume your shoes and shit? So if you're wearing latex gloves and
you probably remove your shoes when you go inside.
That's true. Yeah, you probably want to get the germs in there. That's just crazy. If you're that afraid of fucking germs, dude, it's like, what the fuck? That's crazy.
I understand it. Wearing gloves on the subway is a fucking great idea.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, you look like a fucking weirdo, but latex gloves on the subway is a fucking sick move.
I'm just strengthening my immune system.
Me too.
So I'm all about it.
Just coughed.
I just had I had 2 sick bays in my house.
Never didn't get through it.
I didn't get motherfucking shit, dude. Knock on woods.
Yeah.
I didn't get shit, dude. But yeah, dude. So I'm
developing a doodle tooth though.
What's a doodle tooth?
Remember fucking Six's doodle tooth?
You're getting a sweet tooth?
I got a bad cavity. Oh, sick.
Oh, you're getting an actual sweet tooth, like a bad, rotten, nasty tooth.
I got a doodle tooth coming in.
What?
I'm devastated. I got to go to the fucking dentist this week.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I haven't had a cavity like this.
You're like, how much does it cost? He's like, $9,000.
Yeah, it's gonna be that. It's gonna be exactly how much money I have.
Nah, a cavity will be probably $400, $300.
Doodle tooth?
Does he have to dig down and pull? He's got to pull a tooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I bet we're talking $2,000.
Haggle. It's not gonna be $2,000 pull one tooth.
It's gonna be tough too, because I live in a fucking, who knows what
Yeah.
This is a rough neighborhood. This could be some fucking.
Did you ever go to like a
fucking Kazakhstan being like, I'll fix your fucking tooth.
Did you ever go to a wild dentist?
I think I'm about to go to a very wild dentist.
Dude, when I was on Medicaid, I had to sign a release saying dentistry was not an exact science. And they're like, they're not responsible if they fuck up my mouth. And I was like, what the fuck?
There's no chance any of these dentists are going to have anything to sign. This is going to be just, come on in, $50. Let's see that tooth. You yank that thing.
Bite the leather strap.
Perhaps I will.
Someone might give you a rabbit's foot, dude. You got to fucking bite a rabbit's foot.
It's good to have pain. I haven't had physical pain in a while.
Really?
Yeah. Most of it's just torment and emotion.
They'll numb you up.
A little swig of vodka.
You might like
a little shot of vodka, dude.
Yeah, they're gonna go under and wake up in like an ice cube bathtub.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. So I didn't even tell you. So I was in the fucking theta nap. I'm sitting there. I'm thinking of fucking. No, please.
I got a doodle tooth. It's weighing on me.
It's got to be killing you, dude. That's
I'm so.
All you can do is lick your doodle tooth.
Oh yeah. By the way, they're called doodle teeth because Beezer 6 got a fucking horrible cavity
from eating snickerdoodles.
Yeah, he was eating 7-Eleven snickerdoodles every night. He got doodle tooth. Now I got the same doodle tooth.
That sucks, dude.
Fucking blows. All right, sorry.
It gets worse and worse. Everything just gets worse and worse.
It sucks, dude. Doodle tooth, fucking cancer, fucking
can't even
canceled.
fit into a condom to pee into.
Can't even fucking wear condoms to piss publicly.
Fucking sucks.
This sucks.
So I'm
you're
sitting
taking
there.
a theta nap.
So I take a theta nap. I'm thinking of all this stuff. Obviously, it leaves my mind. I go to food shop and I come out and put my phone in to get play some music. I left the theta track on, put it on. Instantly, it comes back. I had forgotten. It was like while I was like in a twilight state.
Yeah.
Hit the theta track. Boom! I started thinking about peeing into a latex condom, and I was like, "Holy fuck, dude! That was still playing memory. It worked."
Wow, it does work.
Isn't that crazy?
Of course it works.
It's like if I was like my Zoolander cue, dude. I heard the fucking. It was like my relax, don't do it, and I was like, I gotta pee into a fucking condom. Pop right back into my head, and I was like, damn, that's awesome.
That's a good thing. Yeah, I get it. I usually get it with like sprinklers, stuff with like football. Yeah, it's always like football. Like I'll smell the grass or the leaves or something like that, just instantly.
Do you ever fuck with the memory palace?
Yeah, of course.
You fuck with? Are you into heuristics?
I stay in heuristics.
So do you ever have? You don't really have trouble remembering your material, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
Dig this, dude. It's a memory palace.
I'll forget I'll say the same 10 minutes over and over again for like several months, and then be like, oh yeah, I forgot. Could have done that. Like I forgot all this other material.
You need to map out the memory palace. This all the good Greek orators used to do this. It's a way to like those guys gave like long, like hours long speeches. So you imagine a place you're familiar with. College campus, your house, building.
Your mom.
Ooh.
Your mom's snatch.
Ooh.
Sorry, bro.
Ooh.
Sorry, bro. That's just low-hanging fruit.
Slam, dude.
You know me, just low-hanging fruit comedy. I usually go with comedy that makes you think and shit like that, but this was just low-hanging fruit. I had to take it.
You just punch down, bro?
I punched up inside your mom's guts. Damn, how you feeling right now?
I just comedy jokes are sacred to me, dude.
Jokes are so sacred to us. That's the thing that I love about you and me.
We're just, dude, I used to listen to I hate when people try to say they did shit when they were 4. It's like, no, you didn't.
Oh, yeah.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I would stay up. And then why are you telling us? What are you trying to accomplish with this?
Yeah, what biography
You're in a room trying to tell people that you used to stick your ear up to the television speaker to listen to Pryor at night?
Dude, I used to stick my ear to the radio to listen to fucking Korn, and then my mom took the tape and broke it, dude. I was not being like, oh, this is so cool.
I love Pryor when I'm fucking a young kid.
When I'm 5? What the fuck was funny about that to you at 5?
Yeah.
Did you understood?
Related to a black dude from the 80s?
Yeah, you understood Pryor when you were 5. You were like, oh, fuck. I didn't think about that.
I remember I found a Carlin CD in my dad's. My dad's, I listened to it and I was like, fucking sucks. I was like 5th grade. I was like, this is gay.
I was all Jerky Boys.
Yeah.
Jerky Boys, like, that's as funny as it gets.
I can see that.
Dude, the memory.
I think I was just Waterboy. Just watched Waterboy over and over again, dude. I loved that movie. Dude, and then Rob Schneider came to my aid.
Of course, dude.
You can do it, dude. That guy came back and helped me.
Dude, so here's what you do. Here's how you're going to never forget your material. The memory palace. You're going to think of something else, not my mother's vagina.
All right.
Okay. Shane.
Sorry, bro.
I can't help it.
Bro. I mean, it's just comedy, bro.
So
in 5th grade, I used to stay up at night and watch The Waterboy at night
And put your ear to it. You have to put your ear to the screen. You can't be listening to it at normal volume.
I didn't want to wake up my parents, so I'd listen to Waterboy at night every night. I love comedy.
Oh, dude, yeah, I remember that when you used to do that. Then like your dad would find you sleeping by the TV, and he'd be kind of pissed, but he'd be like,
"That kid's gonna be a star someday."
That's Shane. He'd wrap you up in a blanket and carry you upstairs, and be like, "Go to bed, champ."
Shane, you love comedy too much. You just love comedy too much.
Kid's got a passion.
Kid's got a passion for comedy.
I'm trying to think about what the fuck I did when I was 5. One time I was
5.
When I was
I don't
5.
remember shit about it.
Yeah, I don't. I remember. I've been told. My parents.
Did she say 5 in the? I don't think she said 5.
I swear she said like young as fuck. What? Why are you putting your ear to the TV? What was she? 15?
To not wake up her grandpa, I think is what she said. Something like that.
Maybe. I don't know. A lot of people.
Regardless, if she was fucking 12 doing it or fucking 18.
Very autobiographical.
You're trying to tell this whole audience something that is like kind of a cool thing that you're lying about. Right?
Yeah.
Like you probably maybe did it once. Yeah. And then we're probably like, all right, this is uncomfortable. I'm going to just turn the volume up.
Yeah. I remember when I was a young kid, I remember my dad brought me on The Big Bad Wolf at Busch Gardens. I remember really thinking I was going to die because I was floating out. You ever go on a roller coaster when you're little? Yeah. I was floating up out of the seat. My dad was holding me down.
Never had that problem.
And I was like,
they probably getting me in when I was 5. Yeah, we got to bring in the big boys.
You brought the Batman to a screeching halt. It went like, yeah, I remember like almost dying. Think I was going to die on The Big Bad Wolf. And then I was in a restaurant one time. I don't remember this. I was told I went away. Like someone ordered mahi mahi, and I like excused myself from the table and like went and sat on the floor and like drummed on the toilet mahi mahi over and over. Then like my mom came in and was like, "Oh, Matt." My parents were concerned about me. They were like,
yeah. Well, you're a bit of a fucking dunce.
Well, I used to also. I'm kind of ashamed of this.
Oh shit, I have to leave.
Oh shit, you got to go to Healy?
Yeah.
I'm kind of ashamed of this, dude. But I used to think I was a Native American when I was little. I used to run around and fucking just like
chill.
What?
What are you talking about?
When I was a real little kid, I used to
get us in trouble.
I used to pretend I was a Native American. My mom told me I didn't know.
Well, did she call it that? Look at that.
There's a little guy.
A little picture of my nephew. What a great guy.
Oh, dude, before you get out of here, fuck, they're adorable.
She's so funny. Dude.
The memory palace, Shane. Never forget this.
I'm gonna have to go to the dentist.
Better take notes.
Me and her are gonna get some doodle teeth taken out. All right, hurry up.
So here's the deal. Next time you got to do a show, find a place you're familiar with. Be it your house, be it the old alma mater, whatever big structure you can picture, and
put
then
the jokes in each room, and then walk around the house.
Yeah, but you drew not just for jokes. You just do like something that'll symbolize it, that'll get your attention.
Okay.
So it'll be you and your dad doing.
And then I walk up to my room. Guess who's up there?
Who?
Your mom.
Whoa!
In my room. She's in my room, and my best jokes are on her tits.
Whoa!
Oh, dude, you think I'm gonna forget that? Sorry, bro. Bro, I'm sorry. I just take it too far with this stuff.
I mean, dude. You can't help it.
I push boundaries, bro.
Damn.
I push boundaries.
I forgive you.
All right, thanks,
dude.
All right, come to Indianapolis Friday.
How sick is the Memory Palace?
I'm sorry, the Memory Palace is fucking awesome. It is awesome.
You'll use it.
I will use it. We got to discuss it more in depth
for sure.
Next episode.
Let's do a page. Not now.
I'll do a page. Maybe tomorrow.
Let's do it.
During the day or something.
It's a date.
It's a date.
If you don't do it, I'm going to freak out because you made plans to cancel
them. October 24th, 25th, 26th, Helium, Philadelphia. Also, again, this Friday, the 10th the 11th at Indianapolis. I mean, the place is going to be going fucking nuts, dude.
Damn.
November 7th.
You're a boy on fire.
7th. Oh, shit. November 8th and 9th. Brokerage Comedy Club in Belmore, New York. I don't know what the fuck where Belmore is, but Brokerage Comedy Club, the 8th and 9th of November. And then November 30th, Laugh It Up, Poughkeepsie. That's a fun one. November 30th, Laugh It Up, Poughkeepsie. 8th and 9th, Brokerage Comedy Club.
Whew.
That's November. Come on.
That's just November?
Well, yeah, that's 2 shows.
That's not bad.
Two weekends. I know. I got one more weekend. I'm set.
Oh, you did October and November.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
All right, bro.